Today we're talking about one of the most valuable tools in a Canadian travel hacker's toolbox, Amex membership rewards. Because if you're serious about turning your everyday spending into international flights and hotel stays, this is the system you need to understand. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how membership rewards points work, which means how to earn them faster, how to avoid wasting them, and how to squeeze the most value out of every point. We'll cover the best cards, the smartest redemptions, and the strategies that let you travel better for less. So let's get straight into it. Membership rewards is American Express's points currency, and it's widely regarded as one of the most powerful rewards programs in Canada. Here's how it works. You earn membership rewards points by putting your everyday purchases on your Amex card, and then you redeem those points for travel, statement credits, gift cards, or you transfer them to airline and hotel partners. Now, the key is understanding which redemption methods give you the best value, because not all redemptions are created equal. Now, I'll talk more about redemptions in a minute here, but first, I want to explain that in Canada, you're automatically enrolled in the membership rewards program when you hold an eligible American Express card, so there's no separate sign-up required. And most of American Express's personal and business cards that earn points are part of the membership rewards program. So that includes the Amex Green card, the Cobalt card, the Gold Rewards card, Platinum card, and several business cards. But it's also worth pointing out that not all of American Express's cards in Canada earn membership rewards points. Some cards, like the Marriott Bonvoy cards, are co-branded products that earn points in other programs entirely. So before you apply for a card, if you want to earn MR points, just make sure that it's actually earning them. And so among all the MR earning cards, the no-fee green card is the only one with a $0 annual fee, which makes it a popular entry point for beginners. Now, as I said a second ago, you actually earn MR points by using your Amex card on everyday purchases. And every Amex card has specific earn rates for different spending categories. And so Amex calculates points by multiplying your purchase amount by the earn rate on that spending category. And so here are some key earning rates. The green card earns 1 point per dollar on everything with no bonus categories, which makes it a simple but effective flat rate MR card. The Platinum card earns 2 points per dollar on dining, food delivery, and travel, and then 1 point per dollar on everything else, plus 1 additional point per dollar when you book eligible hotels or car rentals through Amex Travel Online. The Gold Rewards card earns 2 points per dollar on travel, and then 1 point per dollar on most other things, and then the Cobalt card actually has the highest everyday earn rates with 5 points per dollar on dining, food delivery, and groceries, 3 points per dollar on streaming subscriptions, 2 points per dollar on gas and transit, and 1 point per dollar on everything else. And so those high multipliers on groceries, restaurants, and gas make the Cobalt card especially powerful for day-to-day spending. But beyond your everyday spending, one of the fastest ways to rack up membership rewards points is through welcome bonuses, and Amex is known for offering some of the most generous sign-up bonuses anywhere in the country. So for anyone starting small, the Amex Green card offers 10,000 MR points when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. Then stepping up from that, the Cobalt card gives you up to 15,000 points if you spend $750 a month on the card for the first year. If you're going for even more value, the Gold Rewards card is currently offering up to 110,000 MR points through a combination of monthly spending milestones and an additional bonus if you keep the card for a second year. And if you just want the biggest welcome bonus possible, the Platinum card is currently offering up to 180,000 points. Now, of course, these bonuses do change from time to time, but I've left links to the highest possible welcome bonuses on all of these cards in the description below. Now, before you go all in on collecting points, there are a few things you want to know about how the system works behind the scenes, because this is the kind of stuff that matters if you're planning to hold onto your points for the long term. First, MR points don't expire as long as your American Express account stays open and is in good standing. So there's no pressure to use them right away. You can stack them up over time and redeem them when it makes sense. Second, if you have multiple Amex cards under your name, you can combine your points into a single balance. So this applies across personal and business cards as long as they're linked to the same cardholder, which makes managing and redeeming your points a lot simpler. But with that said, it's also worth keeping in mind that you can't share points with another person, and you also can't move them into another person's frequent flyer or hotel loyalty account. So each MR account is tied to the individual cardholder, and there's nothing you can do around that. And on top of that, there are also situations where you could lose your points entirely. If you fall behind on your payments, then Amex has the right to forfeit your balance. And if you cancel a card with unredeemed MR points that aren't pooled into another active account, then those points will disappear as well. And then finally, if you're short a few points for a redemption, Amex does allow you to purchase additional points, but only up to 25% of the total required. And the cost is $3 per 100 points, which works out to 3 cents a point, so that's a pretty steep price, and it's only really worth considering when you're just shy of a high value redemption. But now that you know how to earn and protect your points, the next step is figuring out how to actually use them, and this is where things get interesting, because MR points are so valuable because of how flexible they are. You're not just locked into a single option. You can use your points for travel, gift cards, merchandise, statement credits, or you can even donate them to charity. But here's the catch. Not all redemptions are created equal. And so depending on how you redeem those points, they can be worth as little as 0.6 cents or worth well over 2 cents apiece. So that's why having the right strategy is what separates casual card holders from serious points pros. Now, one of the most lucrative uses of MR points is transferring them to hotel and airline loyalty programs. And Amex Canada has 6 airline partners and 2 hotel partners that you can transfer to. Now, I'm not going to go into all these programs individually because each of them could be their own video, but some of the more popular ones in Canada are Aeroplan, Avios, and Flying Blue. Aeroplan is popular because you can book flights on Air Canada and Star Alliance partners. British Airways Avios can be great for short-haul flights, and Flying Blue is pretty good for SkyTeam flights to Europe. But if you don't want to mess with transfer partners and you want a more predictable way to redeem your points, then Amex's Fixed Points travel program lets you book round-trip flights at set point values based on your route and cabin. It's especially handy for last-minute bookings or when partner rewards just aren't available. For example, in economy, short-haul trips like Toronto to New York cost 15,000 points for up to $300 in base fare. Long-haul flights within North America cost 40,000 points for up to $700 in base fare, while flights to Mexico or the Caribbean run 50,000 points for up to $800 in base fare. A flight to Europe is 60,000 points for up to $900 in base fare, and worldwide destinations like Asia or Australia cost 100,000 points for fares up to $1,700 in base fare. But still, if you don't want to follow the fixed points chart or transfer your points to airline partners, then Amex also gives you the option to pay with points directly, just like cash, when you book through their travel site. It's not the same as the fixed points travel program because you're not aiming for maximum value based on a preset chart. Instead, you're just applying points at a fixed rate to cover the cost of a flight or hotel. Flights usually redeem at 1 cent per point, while hotels typically fall between 0.7 and 1 cent per point. So this is simple, flexible, and it's always available, which makes it a convenient fallback. But that convenience does come at a cost. You're not getting nearly as much value as you would from a smarter transfer or from a well-timed fixed points redemption. Now, occasionally Amex does offer promotions that increase this redemption rate, but by default, this method is best for those times when you just want to book something quickly without optimizing for every dollar. And then stepping out of travel entirely, there are also a few other ways that you can use your MR points, like covering charges on your statement, redeeming for gift cards, shopping online, or just donating them to charity. These redemptions are pretty convenient as well, but most of them offer a flat value of 1 cent per point, and in some cases you get even less. For example, statement credits, most gift cards, and charity donations will typically give you 1 cent per point, so they're straightforward options when you want to use your points quickly, but they definitely don't offer the same upside as travel redemptions. And if you use your MR points at checkout through Amazon.ca or PayPal, then the value drops even further, down to just 0.7 cents per point. So again, it's really easy, but it's far from optimal. So in the end, your MR points are only as valuable as how you use them. While it's easy to cash out for gift cards or statement credits, the real value comes from using them for travel, especially through airline partners or, in some cases, fixed points flights. That's where you can stretch your points to 2 cents a point and beyond instead of settling for a flat 1 cent or less. But at this point, you have a firm understanding of how Amex membership rewards really work and how to turn your everyday spending into serious travel rewards. But there's something else that takes this whole strategy to the next level, and that's the card setup behind it. Because if you pick the wrong combination of cards, even the best points program in the world won't get you very far. But if you get them right, then you can start earning enough for free flights, upgrades, and premium travel every single year. So to learn exactly how to build that setup and unlock maximum value from your points, watch this video next.